This topic has been a hot button issue on YouTube for a little while now, but since so many people reached out on Twitter and asked for my opinion, I'm going to talk about it today. Here we go. Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's Naked Truth. Trisha Hershberger here, fresh out of the shower, au naturel, doing the thing we do in our most vulnerable state. Before we jump into this week's topic, I want to thank our Naked Army vloggers from last week. That is, hold on, let me put on my glasses so I can read. I know that means I'm not really totally in the buff, but that's all right. I need to be able to read. A lot of you wanted to talk about sex, turns out. So that's Jab, Jack, Adam, Jenny, James, Isabel, Kiki, Colin, Micah, Prescott and Kristen, Chris, and Kavaja. If you want to check out their Naked Truth vlogs, they are linked in the description below for those who wanted to share. All right, so on to this week's topic. We're talking about YouTube demonetizing videos. And before we even get started, I know that there's a camp of people out there who feel like, well, YouTubers shouldn't make money for what they're doing. It should just be for fun. And I do want to say that, in my opinion, as someone who does do content creation for a living, not just for this channel, of course, but for other channels that are much larger, it's a little bit naive to say this is something that's just done for fun or should just be done for fun, and at the same time expect a certain level of quality in content. It takes money, and it takes people and people's time, which therefore costs money to do that type of content. Like if you look at what SourceFed did for years, that took a whole team of people to make happen. So I do think it's a little naive to say everyone should just be doing it for fun, but I totally understand it. That being said, because I can liken it to when I first started out acting. The first time I was an extra on a major movie, it was a movie with Cameron Diaz, and I was just so thrilled to be there. And I said to one of the older actors, like, I'm just so happy to be here today. They don't even have to pay me. And he was like, don't ever say that. And at the time I was taken aback because I was like, but I'm excited to be here, that's all. But I didn't realize in my naivety that this is how a lot of people make their living. And because I was so excited about it and maybe willing to do it for free, that devalued everyone else's time. And it's just something that I learned over time. So anyway, all of that being said, I do think that content creators should be compensated for their time, especially if they're investing in equipment, if they're hiring people to help them out with their shoots, if they're having to pay location fees, which is a big thing here in Los Angeles, etc., etc., etc. So because I think people should be paid, it really hurts that YouTube is demonetizing videos with their advertiser-friendly policy. So if you haven't heard about what that is, the advertiser-friendly policy addresses a few things. I'm going to put on my glasses again to read them. There's been a lot of panic and misinformation around this specifically. And here's what, according to the YouTube creator blog, here's what they said it constitutes advertiser-friendly or not advertiser-friendly. Okay. It's sexually suggestive content, so partial nudity or sexual humor, violence, inappropriate language and harassment, promotion or use of drugs, and controversial or sensitive subjects, including war, political conflicts, natural disasters, etc. Now, you can see how that would pose a problem for channels that talk about sex education in a positive light, or channels that discuss things that are happening in the news. Not that these are necessarily bad types of content, but if this is what they're going by, you can see how those things that could be advertiser friendly could be seen as not advertiser friendly by an automated bot type of service. And like I said, I do think there's a lot of misinformation out there. For example, someone had tweeted me, Square Dog Studios tweeted me, is it really that hard not to swear in a video? People have been doing it for 80 years on broadcast TV. And it's not just not swearing in a video. Not swearing in a video is a whole separate can of worms that YouTube is doing with their restricted mode. So YouTube's restricted mode is taking away things with extra bad language, use of alcohol in the video, in addition to the things I just listed as not advertiser friendly. Now, the big deal with restricted mode is not necessarily that it demonetizes your content, but for people who only watch YouTube in restricted mode, they would never even see that those videos exist. And there was recently a big issue with that because coming out videos and videos discussing a lot of LGBT rights were put into restricted mode. Now, YouTube has since come out and said, you know, we didn't mean to do that. We're sorry. We're doing the best that we can. And that's as good as they're doing. Let me see. I know they released a statement saying, okay, they said, here's their statement verbatim. That's why I kept my glasses on. It will take time to fully audit our technology and roll out new changes, so please bear with us. There's nothing more important to us than being a platform where anyone can belong, have a voice, and speak out when they believe something needs to be changed. We truly appreciate your help keeping the YouTube community active and engaged on topics that matter to creators and YouTube fans. So I do think that YouTube's trying, but at the same time, I think it's a really hard time to be a creator on this platform right now. Does that mean that I'm joining the hashtag YouTube is over party? No, not necessarily. I do have faith, optimistically, that they'll figure out a way to do this. Already they're making changes like an appeal process for creators that may have a video demonetized that they feel like was demonetized or restricted unfairly. You know, it's really hard. And it's hard for YouTube because they need to be compensated, so they need to appeal to advertisers as well as the content creators who continue giving them content. So I think they're in a tough spot as well. Do I wish that they would default to the creator's side, like it's for the benefit of the creator instead of defaulting for the benefit of the advertiser? Yes. But at the same time, I can see the side of advertisers who are finding their ads playing on things that they completely disagree with, like terrorist videos and stuff like that. So it's really sticky. Ultimately, it comes down to it's YouTube's platform. Sorry for the cut, my card just ran out of juice. That's what happens when I try to do these in one take. But anyway, I was just saying ultimately, it is YouTube's platform. They're the ones ultimately financially responsible for it, and therefore I believe that they do have the freedom to censor or not censor in a way, because I do believe that taking money away from creators who need that money to create content is a type of censorship. But I do believe that they have the freedom to do that because it's their platform. Now, there are a lot of other platforms springing up that are saying, you know, well, we believe in free speech no matter what. But then you get the other side of that, which is that you're probably going to run into a lot of content that you may find offensive or advertisers may find offensive, and therefore, how is that content funded? I think that if funding goes away from YouTube or on other platforms where there is no funding, we're going to see a return to a lot more casual production value in digital content. A lot more of what YouTube used to be, where it was just, you know, people's webcam that comes with their laptop, or, you know, phone videos and stuff like that, simply because it's not sustainable to do the higher production value unless you just happen to be born very wealthy, which in that case, good for you. I hope you decide to make quality content with your free time. But that's just the sad reality of what's happening, and I'm eagerly looking forward to what the next step for YouTube is. And, you know, it's interesting because, like I said, I can see both sides of this as a content creator, but also as someone who produces and looks at the return on investment from a business perspective. I can understand it. So my question for you guys is, do you think that this move by YouTube really is censorship, or is it really just trying to make this platform a nicer place to be? You've heard my thoughts on the matter. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you think in your own Naked Truth vlogs. And before I go, I do want to say that there's going to be a change moving forward. A lot of you have really been responding to the live streams that I've been doing on Thursdays when I couldn't make a Naked Truth because of my little Logan, who's doing very well. Thank you to everyone who's been asking. So because people like the live stream so much, I'm going to start alternating. So it'll be a video every Thursday still, but it will either be a Naked Truth or a live stream, and I'll try to do those every other week. So please continue to send in your Naked Truths. Know now that you have 2 weeks to get them in. And if you want to tune in to the live streams, they will be on Thursday mornings, not necessarily at 9 a.m. Pacific, probably closer to 10 or 11. It'll depend on Logan's nap schedule, but I will be doing those. So thank you to everyone who tuned in and who gave me the feedback that you really like those and to do more. So that's going to be happening. And also a huge thank you to everyone who sent things to my P.O. box for Logan. So cute. Anonymous Santa, thank you so much for the little Mickey outfit and the Wolverine onesie and the mustache pacifier. Super cute. Sarah McDowell, thank you for all the Ireland goodies. The little t-shirt and the bear, so cute. I got well wishes sent on a potato from a company called Potato Parcel. That's a thing that I never knew existed. And a company called Bad Cats that sent a really cute onesie. Oh, and someone who sent a knitted clown. It didn't have a name on it. I couldn't find a name anywhere on that. So whoever sent that, thank you. Logan is very appreciative and happy that so many people out there who he's never met in person send him well wishes. So thank you guys for all of that. So yeah, I guess that's it for this week's Naked Truth. I know I'm pushing my luck because he's napping right now. I have the monitor right here off to the side. Da, 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 da. So before my ticking time bomb of a baby decides he wants to wake up, I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's Naked Truth, and I'll see you next time.